demonstration on load and unload. So I brought this heavy kettlebell here today. I talked to you guys earlier about our ability to be able to load our hamstrings. So we're revisiting that because on the erg, we're very quad dominant. So we tend to really kind of drive off the front end, and then we kind of lose the back end. So what I'm going to have you guys do is, one at a time, and we won't do that all in the video. We'll have one person come up and I'll show you. You want to teach yourself to load the hamstring. So if you see, I stand directly over the bell, and I push my hips back, I start to feel the stretch in my hamstrings. I'm going to grab the bell. This is the catch, okay? So if I start to lift the butt, I start to feel the stretch in the hamstrings. So I'm loading them like a spring. But if I keep lifting my butt, what does my back start to do? Press around. So what do I have to do? I have to engage, relax, keeping the head neutral. And now, if I stay really tight, so I'm going to lift the butt, I'm going to keep the core tight, and you can see the bell is starting to kind of pry off the ground. So I'm really loaded up. And that's how you have to do it at the catch. You have to really load yourself. So you have to do it like that. Okay? You don't have, you're coming up to recovery, you're supposed to be relaxed. So it's the balance between relaxation and tension. So let's have a volunteer come up. I'm just going to show you some falls. Let's have John. This is John. Okay? So stand over the bell, push your hips back, and just feel this. Keep going. So he feels stretch in his hamstrings, right? So he has to squat now to get the bell. So squat down. So now you can squat. But his back end is in a good position. Now before you don't do anything, okay, I want you to lift the butt up so you feel there's more stretch. And go where you stop. Now, he's right at that edge of where that lower back is going to start rounding. This is heavier than the catch. So that's why training this way is good. He doesn't want to round his back. Okay? And now I want you to break the handle. So try to crush the handle. Think about, remember, externally rotating. You watch his lats turn on. So now you feel loaded, right? Yeah. And you feel it. Now just drive a little with the heel. Don't lift it. No, don't lift it. Just feel the load. Just feel the load of the catch. Now release and stand up. So, did you feel like you could lift it? Okay. I didn't bring a heavy enough bell, but I wanted to bring a really heavy bell in that you couldn't lift. So one way to really practice this is load up a barbell with more weight than you can handle. So, let me step back and I'll show you. So something, that was good, you did a really good job. So what you're doing is something heavier, you can play around with loading and unloading by driving the heel. See, if I drive my butt up now I'm even more loaded, but I have to break the handle that much more. Now I really feel I can lift it off there. Okay, let's have one more person. T, come on over here. So stand with either feet on the side of the bell. Walk forward. Keep going, keep going. You want it directly underneath you because it's the shortest line. Okay, push the hips back. So push your butt back. Okay, push it back. And now squat down. Okay, now don't lift anything. All I want you to do is lift your butt up. Okay, so now you see how tight he is? Okay, so he might have some issues. Don't lift it. I want you to crush the handle. Okay, all right, keep your spine nice and straight. Now, start to drive with your foot. Don't lift it. I just want you to feel the tension. I mean, everything's loaded up. So he's really doing a good job loading. Now, it might be too heavy. You can let go. Where did you feel that though? Quads. Okay, so his quads are trying to pull him forward because it's too heavy. He could lift it. I mean, if he had to lift it, he would lift it. But the key is that he has to train with a lighter bell to get the form down. The form was great. I would want those hamstrings more loose before I would think he was ready to lift something like that. So again, so what we're going to do on the erg today is we're going to take the feet out because I want you guys to have to be able to drive the heels down and turn on the posterior chain. If you don't turn on the posterior chain, you're just going to dump at the finish. Okay? Questions? Alright, let's go. So, Patrick, Rufo off the workouts. Everyone's going to try this out. Load up a heavy barbell, try that, loading, and then unloading. Okay? Thank you.
You see little Francis Ford Coppola